Hello everyone, this is Taryn with Wonderfully Made Handcrafting, and I'm so excited for this video today. Today I have my Mr. Pen haul and my brand new ESV study Bible from Crossway. I'm going to put them both together so that I can carry around a little Bible cover with all my note-taking goodies to church and wherever I'm studying, different places in my house or a coffee shop. Wherever I go, I can bring this little bag with all my goodies. So I've been wanting this ESV study Bible for a while now. I think it has some great resources in it. Let me just show you a little bit in here. There are definitely a lot of maps and drawings. So we have some drawings, illustrations, and maps and charts. They are chock full throughout this whole Bible. There's not a ton of space for notes, but that is why I got these FINELINERS in a really thin nib, and so I can write small and take my notes along the edges. So I'm really excited about this. You can see throughout there's just a ton of stuff in here. Also in the back there are also some more resources. I will show you that. Let's get back here. So we have, just different overviews on different theologies and whatnot. Then the reliability of biblical manuscripts, the original languages of the Bible. So just a ton of stuff here in the back, including a concordance and just a ton of stuff. This little extra that came in here with the packaging says that there are more than 2 million words with 20,000 notes in here, 80,000 cross references, 200 full color maps, 40 illustrations, 200 plus charts, and 50 plus articles in here. So this is going to be a great study Bible. Now, normally at church, I actually use my phone. I use the Blue Letter Bible app in church because I like all the extras that it has in it, but I wanted a physical copy that I could take my own notes in. So this is a great little thing to have. I can't wait to set this all up. But let's get unpacking, and I will actually do some swatches of some of these so you can see and watch me set this little bundle up. Okay, so first things first, let's get out this Bible case. I am hoping that this fits in here. I did all the measurements beforehand and made sure that it would, but this is a chunky Bible. I'm super glad that this has some Velcro right here for the pen spot so you can move that around. So I'm gonna just take that out to begin with, and then yes, it fits right in there. Now, the only thing that I would change about this Bible case is that the zipper is on the top. It is not in the middle. So I probably will honestly take my Bible out of this cover or case when I am studying, but it is a nice option to protect it and to be able to carry it around a little bit easier. If the zipper was in the center of the case, then it would be a little bit easier just to keep the Bible in there and flip it open. Mr. Pen does sell other ones that do have the zipper in the middle if you want to check those out. This one that I have right here is $13.99, so a great price point, and they have different colors and designs. So this is the 22 pack of gel pens. Now on Amazon right now, these are $11.85, and they are well worth the price. They are a 0.7 tip, and I love how beautifully and smoothly these gel pens write. Honestly, I didn't have super high hopes for them, just because I am so picky about gel pens. But these really are very smooth, and the casing is like buttery smooth as well. So if you are a tactile person, you will probably really love these gel pens. I know I'm gonna have to hide them from my 12-year-old because she will want to steal them. There are no names to these colors. I'm just kind of figuring out names for myself. And I do have to say that sometimes the barrel doesn't match the exact color of the ink. And especially this color right here. I wrote red. When it dries, it's actually more of a ruby pink. They dry a little bit lighter, I would say, or maybe even more of a white chalky finish. It's not chalky. I shouldn't say chalky. Chalky is not the right word I want to say. But they do dry a little bit lighter than they first write. Overall, if you are not particular about your pen barrel matching the ink, I would highly suggest these pens. Okay, so here's an up-close view. There is no skipping in these colors, and that is hard to find in a gel pen. So I'm super impressed with these. Next up, I have the Quick Dry 0.5 Fine markers. These are meant for the translucent sticky notes, and I'm just reading the directions right here. It says to prime it on regular paper. However, it will bleed through regular paper because it is meant for that slick surface of a translucent sticky note or even a photo or whatnot. I am planning obviously on using these with this translucent sticky note pack that I got. These are a pack of 12 3x3 sticky notes in a bright, fun colorway, and I think it's going to be so fun to add some notes in my Bible with this pack of sticky notes. So now I am trying out that Quick Dry pen. The Quick Dry pen comes in a pack of 4 for $4.85, and then the sticky notes are $6.85 for that 12 pack. Next up, I have this 6-pack of fine liners in a 0.25 nib, so very tiny, but great for writing little tiny notes in my Bible. I was just seeing how small I could write with these. These are some of my favorites. I've had these in the past and love them. I also picked up some rulers. I picked up 6 6-inch rulers. It came in a pack of vintage colors, also for $5.99, so basically $1 a ruler. And these are going to come in handy because I wanted them for my Bible, so I could make straight lines, but also my kids steal rulers often for their homeschool work. So obviously not everything is going to fit in this Bible case, and so I have to pick and choose what colors of sticky notes and what ruler I want, and then I'm just going to slip in one of those fine liners and one Quick Dry pen. But first off, I'm going to do a little pen test in the back of this Bible with the fine liner and also the gel pens. So with this fine liner, it does shadow, but it does not bleed through, and it's not shadowing terribly either. And the gel pens actually did better than I anticipated. So you can definitely see the line where I drew because I don't have like a pencil board or anything behind it, but they shadowed less than the fine liner. And with how juicy they were, I was expecting them to even possibly bleed through. And after just a second, they did not smudge either. So I'm really impressed with those. So now that I have all my colors picked out and tested, I'm going to start packing up this Bible case. So I decided I'm going to put my sticky notes in this little mesh pocket. I have my fine liner on this side on this special little pen loop. At first, I put the Quick Dry marker right there, but I'm going to eventually put it in the pocket with the ruler and the sticky notes. I'm just shaking it to see if those fall out of the mesh pocket. There's also that flap that I end up pulling out, and that also helps keep everything in there. I have 7 spots available for these gel pens, and it is hard to choose. And right now I'm just choosing the ones that I like the best. However, if you have a color coding plan, you could also pick out those. Who knows? I will probably switch these out in the future because all the gel pens are just beautiful, and I think they'll be really fun to use with my ruler to highlight different verses. I've basically decided to use gel pens and a ruler to highlight verses instead of a highlighter. We'll see how that goes. I don't foresee any issue with it. My thought process with it was that then I would have one less product or item in this Bible case instead of having a colored pen, a dark pen, like black pen, a highlighter, all that different kind of stuff. I figured I would just have colored pens that I could write notes with, but I could also use to highlight. Here I am debating adding a 3rd sticky note, and this is when I realized that I can flip that flap over and it kind of helps everything stay in. I also end up adding that green and mint sticky note to the little pocket on the outside, which works perfectly as well. Thanks so much for watching this setup video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me over on Instagram at Wonderfully Made Handcrafting. I'll try to link everything I used down below in the description to set up this little study Bible bag. And I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.